Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B, the deal go one case of 2024 Topps Chrome Tennis Hobby to get into. When we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and go live. Also, need to mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Box numero uno. Gonna start off with a black Ashley Kruger, 9 of 10. Carolina Mushova, and then center court for Hubert Hurkacz and Cameron Norrie. Sebastian Corda, Maximilian Madureira, Lindsay Davenport, and J.D. Bouchard. Auto for Jordan Thompson, Andy Murray, Emma Navarro. Arthur Phils out of 299. Kim Zhang, Robin Montgomery. Novak Djokovic. Blue Auto, 67 at 250, Daniel Rincon. Alejandro Davidovic Fokina and Constant Lestiana. Victoria Golubic, Steffi Graf, and Francis Tiafoe. Monica Sells at a 399. Casper Ruud and Felix Auger-Aliassime. Auto for Hugo Gaston, Petra Kvitova, and Daniel Rincon. Camilo Osorio, Elena Ostapenko, Jack Draper. Constant Lestiana out of 499. Novak Djokovic and Chris Eubanks. Brenda Fervitova, Daniel Medvedev, and Stefanos Tsitsipas. Martina Navratilova, center court for Carolina Mushova and Yelena Ostapenko, and Tommy Paul. Box number 2, Kim Zhang, Jordan Thompson out of 299, Casper Ruud, and Miomir Kekmanovic. Carlos Alcaraz, Francis Tiafoe. Green Auto for Ashley Kruger, 7/99. Chris Eubanks and Julia Grauber. Magda Linette, Chris Everett, Stefanos Tsitsipas. Andy Roddick at a 399. Madison Keys, Denis Shapovalov, Auto for Nastia Shunk, Billie Jean King, Ji Wong. Francisco Cerundolo, Glenda Bečić, Nuna Borges. Jack Draper, out of 499. Cameron Norrie, Jordan Thompson. Thiago Monteiro, Carlos Alcaraz, Sloane Stevens. Flavio Caboli, center court. Owen Jabor and Petra Kvitova. Andy Murray. Martina Hingis, out of 399. Jessica Pegula, Andy Roddick. Heather Watson, Pedro Cachane, Ludmila Samsonova, and center court for Jamie and Andy Murray. Auto for Taro Daniel, Jinny Wong, and Sarah Ceribes Tormo. Box of 3. Ricky Jacata, out of 399. Francisco Cerundolo, Coco Gauff. Emiliana Arango, Maria Andreeva, Daniil Medvedev. Porta Korch, John Eisner and Andy Roddick. Leda Perpetova. Arthur Phils, out of 499. Lorenzo Bassetti, Madison Keys. Out over Tannen, Pete Sampras, Tommy Paul, and Taylor Fritz and Tommy Paul. Out of 399, or 299, excuse me, Victoria Golubic. Ludmila Samsonova, Max Purcell. Vic Capriva, Leila Fernandez, Petra Kvitova. Kim Kleischer, Chris Everett, Victoria Azarenka. Auto for Miomia Kekmanovic, Iga Swiatek, Selena F. Magda Linette out of 299. Alexander Zverev, Hubert Hurkacz. Out of 99, Otto Vertanen, 82 and 99. Arina Sabalenka, Clara Tauson. Jacqueline Christian, Andre Agassi, and Gabriel Diallo. Ludmila Samsonova at a $3.99. Victoria Azarenka. Abdullah Shelby. Coleman Wong. Auto. Steffi Graf. JJ Wolf. Erica Andreeva. Ben Shelton. Wu Yibing. Thiago Monteiro out of $4.99. Taylor Fritz. Lorenzo Bassetti. Kim Chang. Auto for Victoria Mboko. Jessica Pagula and Madison Keys. Alejandro Davidovic Fokina. Carlos Alcaraz. Brandon Siafo. John Eisner. Marta Kosiuk. John Ching Shang. Elias Himmer. Alexander Zverev. Arina Sabalenka. Iga Swiatek. Jelka Mensik, Andre Agassi, and Hubert Hurkacz. Out of $2.99, Jesper de Jong. Talon Greeks for Sebastian Baez. Arina Sabalenka out of $4.99. Fogaroon, Denis Shapovalov. Laszlo Giere, Taylor Fritz, Belinda Bencic, Donna Bekic. Blue auto for Ji Wang, 137 out of 250. Karolina Muchova and Diana Schneider. Emma Raducanu, 42 of 77. Jamie and Andy Murray. Tara Daniel. Redemption. Carlos Jimeno Valero. Sebastian Corda. Robin Montgomery. There's like 2 redemptions and we keep getting the wrong one. Linda Fervatova. Venus Williams, Madison Keys. Nick Kyrgios at a $2.99. Kim Zhang, Monica Seles. Taylor Fritz, Ekaterina Alexandreva, Andy Roddick, Elena Rybakina. Ben Shelton, 50 and 99 auto. That's nice. Jessica Pegula, Daniel Rincon. Carlos Alcaraz. Brandon Holt, auto. Sloane Stevens, Quentin Hallis. Arina Sabalenka, Michael Chang. Andrei Rublev. Martin Fuchsovich out of $4.99. Emma Raducanu and Elena Rybakina and Beatrice Sadat-Maya. Sebastian Baez. Zhi Wang. Ludmila Samsonova. Anna Blinkova, Sloane Stevens, Cameron Norrie. Brandon Siafo, Kim Zhang, Alexander Kovacevic, out of 250. Francisco Cerundolo and Emma Navarro. Emilio Nava to 399. Michael Chang. Diego Schwartzman. Green auto, Arthur Renderneck, 73.99. Beatrice Maya, Elena Rybakina, Alex Molcon. Jesper de Jong, Sebastian Corda, Emma Raducanu. Camilo Osorio, 39/150. Monica Sells, Venus Williams. Liv Holt, auto. Kevin Zhang, Luca Van Ash. Arita Sabalenka, Elena Rybakina, Arthur Phils. Don McGolfy out of 399. Daniela Collins, Alex Demanoir. Linda Fervatova, Elena Avanasaya, Talent Greek Sport, and Danil Medvedev and Stefano Tsitsipas. Marco Giron, 22/99 auto. Jan Leonard Struth, Ashton Kruger. Max Purcell out of 499. Veronika Kudermetova, Alexander Bublik. Michael Yimmer, Francisco Cerundolo, Novak Djokovic. Katerina Alexandreva, Andrei Rublev, and Sloane Stevens. Box number 7. Kylian Feldbosch, auto. Alejandro Davidovic Fokina, Bianca Andreescu. Michael Yimmer, Brad Siafo, Igor Swiatek. Madison Keys at a 499. Felix Auger Aliassime, Steffi Graf. Auto for Linda Fervatova, Stefano Tsitsipas, Tatiana Maria. Anna Kalinskaya, Tommy Paul, Daniil Medvedev. Lorenzo Musetti out of 299. Kim Zhang, and Yelena Ostapenko and Kelena Mashova. Abdullah Shelby, Alexander Kovacevic, Billie Jean King, Madison Keys. $19/50, Madison Keys gold auto. Take that. Blended Vintage, 4 to go, Joe. Taro Daniel out of 499. Cameron Norrie and Hubert Hurkacz and Taro Daniel. Dusan Alashevic, JD Bouchard, Kelena Mushova. Heather Watson, Andy Murray. Lindsay Davenport. Andrea Pellegrino out of 399. Novak Djokovic, Jinyu Wang. Box of 8. Ilya Tomljanovic, Donna Vekic, Arthur Phils. Thiago Monteiro, Arthur Phils, Beatrice Maya. Cartoon Matet out of 499. Alex Amanoir, Carlos Alcaraz. Black auto for Arthur Yea. 6 of 10. Daniela Collins. Thomas Moshak. Andre Agassi. The No Medvedev. Spot of CC Pass. Jordan Thompson. Daniel Rincon out of 399. Jan Lennart Struff. Talent Greek Sport. Andrei Rublev, Desmond Paolini, Lorenzo Musetti, Ben Shelton. Jack Draper, 236 out of 499. Elena Rybakina and Lin Zhu. Andy Roddick out of 299. Taylor Fritz and Alex Molcon. Jordan Thompson, Marta Kostyuk, Jessica Pegula, and Madison Keys. Victor Kivitoa, Monica Sells, and Jack Draper. Elena Svitolina out of 150. 21 of 150. Dino Medvedev and Arthur Renderneck. Box number 9. Jessica Cerundolo, Hubert Hurkacz, Alexander Zverev. Dominic Thiem, Victoria Azarenka, Andre Agassi. Marin Cilic, Shintaro Mochizuki, Karolina Mushova, and Belinda Bencic. Auto from Marta Kostyuk, Talent Greek Sport, Daria Kastakina. Novak Djokovic, 254 to 299. Center court for Iga Swiatek and Arena Sabalenka, Sophia Kenin. Maria Sharapova, Novak Djokovic, 72 and 99. Green. Steffi Graf, Billie Jean King. Toby Kodat, auto. Madison Keys, Jessica Pegula. Gregor Dimitrov. Elena Svitolina, Marta Kostyuk, Jesper de Jong. Nemanja Kekmanovic at a $3.99. Monica Sells, Jack Draper. Novak Djokovic. Gold auto, 21 or 41 of 50, Bianca Andreescu. Will Bing and Judy Bouchard. Dennis Shapovalov. Lorenzo Musetti. Ben Shelton. Porta Gojo to $4.99. Taylor Fritz and Elena Rybakina. Box number 10. Sprung a leak, guys. 1 sec. One thing absolutely no one wants to see is my hand. This is a family shell. Auto for Luisa Chirico, Jack Draper, Gabriel Muguruza. Taylor Townsend, Daniil Medvedev, Monica Sells. Jinny Wong, 22.99. Rita Saddam Maya and Donna Vekic. Auto for Giulio Zappieri. Arthur Phils, Venus Williams. Abdullah Shelby, Carlos Alcaraz, Martin Fuchsovich. Rebecca Peterson, 66 out of 499. Daniela Collins, Alex Desmenoir. Leandro Reedy, Madison Keys and Jessica Pegula. Taylor Fritz. Hamad Majetovic at a $2.99. Marta Kostyuk, Nick Kyrgios. Gregor Barrera. Elena Rybakina and Lorenzo Musetti. Andrei Rublev. Alejandro Davidovic Fokina, Steffi Graf, and Victoria Azarenka. Maria Andreeva, auto. Will Bing, Hugo Humbert. Suzu Bags at a $3.99. Ben Shelton and Sebastian Hoffner. Box number 11. Zhang. Lin Zhu. Alexander Zverev. Hubert Hurkacz. Fred Tiafo. Naomi Osaka. Andre Agassi. Arena Sabalenka. Novak Djokovic. Rita Saddam Maya out of 250. Denis Shapovalov and Francis Tiafo. Kim Kleister. Giulio Zippieri. Marina Armira Andreeva. Francisco Cirandolo. Auto for Daniela Collins. Then for Vitova, Hubert Hurkacz. Monica Sells out of 399. Andy and John Eisner, center court. And Gregor Barrera. Zoe Kruger, 250 out of 250, blue auto. Arena Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek out of Blinkova. Elena Rybakina, Alexander Zverev, and Giulio Zippieri. Out of 499, Katerina Siniakova, Andre Agassi, Hubert Hurkacz. Nikola Jerry, Glenda Bencic, Donna Vekic. Katie Volley Nuts, 115 out of 150. Talon Greeks for Karolina Muchova. Auto for Jamie Murray, Ogaroon, and Elena Rybakina. And final box of the break. Box number 12. Good luck, everybody. After this, we will do a hit recap and take care of the randoms. Jesper de Jong, Camilo Osorio, Leno Stepenko, Karolina Muchova, Tommy Paul. Green auto, 7/99, Marta Kostyuk, Kim Zhang, Lindsay Davenport. Green out of 99, Alejandro Davidovic Fokina, 27/99. Alejandro Davidovic Fokina, and Dominic Kofer. Blue auto, Lerner Tien, 24/250. Leno Stepenko, Nadia Podoroshka. Sebastian Corda, Lorenzo Bussetti, Madison Keys. Maximilian Moderer out of 250. Tommy Paul, Taylor Fritz, and Tommy Paul. Marta Kostyuk, Steffi Graf, Francis Tiafo, Novak Djokovic, Maria Sharapova, Yasmin Paolini, Holger Rune, or no, Kasper Ruud, and Felix Auger-Aliassime. Lorenzo Musetti, 46/77. Petra Kvitova and Daniela Hashova. Vid Capriva, Ludmila Samsonova, and Karolina Muchova. Let's go, Francis Tiafo. Nice. Petra Kvitova, 91/150. Taylor Fernandez, Petra Kvitova, and finally, auto 467/499, Katie McNally. Served for Iga Swiatek and Hamad Medjedovic. close us out. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. We do have plenty more tennis coming up. We've got more cases of this, as well as graphite and some breakers to light of chrome as well. Look forward to having you guys back in here over the next couple weeks when we get into more tennis. For the hits, Ashton Kruger, Jordan Thompson, Arthur Fils, Novak Djokovic, Daniel Rincon, Francis Tiafoe, Monica Seles, Hugo Gaston, Constant Lestienne, Novak Djokovic, Jordan Thompson, Carlos Alcaraz, Ashton Kruger, Andy Roddick, Nastia Schunk, Jack Draper, Carlos Alcaraz, Martina Hingis, Taro Daniel, Rinki Jikata, Coco Gauff, Emiliano Arango, Arthur Fils, Victoria Golubic, and Miomir Kekmanovic, Michael Lynette, Otto Bertanen, Ludmila Samsonova, Coleman Wong, Thiago Monteiro, Victoria Mboko, Carlos Alcaraz, Jesper de Jong, Arena Sabalenka, Ji Yuang, Emma Raducanu, Carlos Jimeno Valero, Nick Kyrgios, Ben Shelton, Carlos Alcaraz, Brandon Holt, Arena Sabalenka, Martin Foksovic, Alexander Kovacevic, Emilio Nava, Arthur Renderneck, Camilo Osorio, Liv Holt, Don Magalfi, Marco Chiron, Max Purcell, Novak Djokovic, Keelan Feldbausch, Francis Tiafoe, Iga Swiatek, Madison Keys, Linda Fervitova, Lorenzo Musetti, Madison Keys, Taro Daniel, Andrea Pellegrino, Novak Djokovic, Ilya Tomljanovic, Corentin Moutet, Carlos Alcaraz, Arthur Gaya, Daniel Rincon, Jack Draper, Andy Roddick, Alina Svitolina, Marta Kostyuk, Novak Djokovic out of 299 and out of 99, Toby Kodat, Miomir Kekmanovic, Novak Djokovic, Bianca Andreescu, Borna Gojo, Luisa Chirico, Jin Yuang, Leo Zepietti, Carlos Alcaraz, Rebecca Peterson, Haman Majetovic, Mira Andreeva, Zuzu Bergs, Arena Sabalenka, Novak Djokovic, Beatrice Adamaya, Francis Tiafoe, Daniela Collins, Monica Seles, Zoe Kruger, Katerina Siniakova, Katie Volleynuts, Jamie Murray, Marta Kostyuk, Alejandro Vita Fokina, Lerner Tien, Maximilian Martiram, Francis Tiafoe, Novak Djokovic, Lorenzo Musetti, Francis Tiafoe, let's go, Petra Kvitova, and Katie McNally. All right. For the cards going to random.org real quick. Go ahead and get these kind of sorted. Go over the methodology for this as well, just in case it's anybody's first time around. Make sure we're all on the same page. If you're looking for 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century, you're in the right spot. We're just a little bit behind the 8-ball. We'll watch you in a few minutes though. All right, for all the center court stuff, just gonna split these pretty evenly. Thankfully, we have a lot of duplicates. And then any that are left over, we'll be sending to random.org. Which means that we'll be randoming off 3 of these. Katerina Mashova, Jelena Ostapenko, Anže Bor, and Petra Kvitova, and Arena Sabalenka and Iga Swiatek. It'll be a simple random, left or right. If the right wins, it'll be Iga Swiatek, Petra Kvitova, and Elena Ostapenko. If the rights win, it'll be Arena Sabalenka, Anže Bor, and Katerina Mashova taking them home. Gonna get that set up real quick and good to go. Then we're on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century. Just subbed, really appreciate it. Look forward to having you back in here sometime soon. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Gonna be through a high valid force. We're gonna go 6 times on the random, left and right on the screen. That is 5 times. Final roll. And the rights shall have it, meaning the additional center courts are going to Iga Swiatek, Petra Kvitova, and Jelena Ostapenko. Congratulations on that. All right, that is it for tennis. Thank you guys again. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pops entry here in just a second. Gonna get that set up and good to go. Get you guys back here in a few. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Pops entry to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and eBay live. Also, going to mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Also, if you hear any extremely loud noises, do apologize, but the grounds crew is here and they are going to town. They are doing their thing. Leaf blowers, weed whackers, and all that. Bernadette Stannis, and 1 of 1 for Robert De Niro. Start off the press proofs. Susan Anton, 3 of 15. Dave East, 3 of 3. Kira Kasarin, 2 of 3. And Amelia Clark. Boom. 1 of 1. That's sick. Congratulations on that. Did they make my queen crazy? Yes. Do I care? No. Ben Stiller and Benedict Cumberbatch. Chris Kirkpatrick, 2 of 5. Drake Bell, 3 of 4. Susie Quattro, 7 of 8. And boom. Triple feature, William Shatner, Patrick Stewart, and Chris Pine. 1 of 1. Nice. That'll be going to random.org at the end of the break. Stay tuned for that if you have any of those 3 guys. That is a sick one. I think it's the second time we've had one of those. Henry Winkler. And printing plate 1 of 1 for Susan Sarandon. Selma Blair, 8 of 15. Famke Janssen, 4-7. Dylan McDermott, 1 of 2. And dual auto for Rick and Chumley. Rick Harrison and Austin Russell. 1 of 1. Should I talk to the Pawn Stars? Lara Flamboyant and Juliette Lewis. Linda Blair, 2 of 25. Leonard Malton, 1 of 1. Christy Brinkley, 1 of 1. And Christina Applegate, 1 of 1. Box number 5. Cheech and Del Bazeo. Lara Flamboyant, 2 of 15. Ernest Thomas, 4 of 8. Joey Fatone, 12 of 15. And Michael Douglas on card inscribed, 24 of 100. Natalie Portman, that's a nice one. And Ari Lehman. Ralph Macchio from the Karate Kid, 1 of 1. Ashley Eckstein, 4 of 8. Kelsey Grammer, 6 of 6. And Jenny McCarthy, 1 of 3. Box number 7. Very secure. Drea De Matteo and Nathan Morris. Oriani, 2 of 4. Michael Beck, 3 of 6. Mystery Redemption for the Mystery Redemption spot. And Priscilla Presley, 2 of 10. Ali LaForce and Alyssa Milano. Adriana Barbeau, 1 of 5. Nancy Kovac. Nice. 1 of 1. Sean Gunn, 3 of 5. Or 5 of 5, excuse me. And Danny Glover on card inscribed, 53 of 100. Box number 9. Got another on card. .42 Doug and Josie Canseco. Dale Bazeo, 1 of 2. John Travolta, 3 of 4. Jamie Presley, 1 of 4. And Michael B. Jordan, 79 of 100. That is the first time we've seen one of those. Through, what, 32 cases? Always love when they spring a little surprise on us. Final box, box number 10. Dual press proof, Thomas Jane and Mark Wahlberg. Chumley. Rosanna Arquette, 1 of 1. Pete Best, 19 to 25. Edward Furlong, 5 of 5. And finally, Kevin Bacon, 1 of 1. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Really do appreciate it. We do have more of this, as well as 2023, 2024, 2022, etc. all on the way, up or listed. Look forward to having y'all back in here for some more pop here in the future. For the hits, Alyssa Milano, Ali LaForce, Adriana Barbeau, Nancy Kovac, Sean Gunn, Danny Glover, Josie Canseco, 42 Doug, Dale Bazeo, John Travolta, Jamie Presley, Michael B. Jordan, Chumley, Rosanna Arquette, Pete Best, Edward Furlong, Kevin Bacon, Selma Blair, Famke Janssen, Dylan McDermott, Juliette Lewis, Laura Flynn Boyle, Linda Blair, Leonard Malton, Chrissy Brinkley, Christina Applegate, Dale Bazeo, Cheech Marin, Laura Flynn Boyle, Ernest Thomas, Joey Fatone, Michael Douglas, Ari Lehman, Natalie Portman, Ralph Macchio, Ashley Eckstein, Kelsey Grammer, Jenny McCarthy, Drea DiMatteo, Nathan Morris, Oriani, Michael Beck, Pro Mystery Redemption, and Priscilla Presley. Robert De Niro, printing plate, Bernadette Stannis, Susan Anton, Dave East, Kira Kasarin, Amelia Clark, Benedict Cumberbatch, Ben Stiller, Chris Kirkpatrick, Drake Bell, Susie Quattro, Susan Sarandon, printing plate, and Harry Winkler. And going to random.org, we've got a dual press proof, Thomas Jane and Mark Wahlberg. Dual auto, Rick Harrison and Austin Russell. 1 of 1. And William Shatner, Patrick Stewart, and Chris Pine. Triple auto, 1 of 1. Alright. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Look forward to having you guys back here sometime soon. We're going to go knock out these randoms real quick, and then we are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Football here in a few seconds. Catch you guys back here shortly. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be through high to be valid for us. We're going to go 11 times, almost the full distance. Starting off with Press Proof, Thomas Jane, and Mark Wahlberg. That is 10 times. Final rope. Thomas Jane coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up is the 1 of 1 dual auto of Rick Harrison and Austin Russell. That is 9 times. That is 10 times. Final row. Good luck. And it is Rick Harrison coming out on top. Congratulations. And finally, 1 of 1 triple auto. William Shatner, Patrick Stewart, and Chris Pine. That is 10 times. Final row. Chris Pine taking it home. Congratulations. All right, that will do it for Pop. Thank you guys again. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Football here in just a second. Going to get that set up and good to go. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Football to get into. When we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we go live and eBay Live. Also, need to mention no purchase and safe. Link down in the description. All right. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Rob Gronkowski out of 149. Edgerrin James out of 149. Jackson Arnold, printing plate 1 of 1. Kyle Managi, 1 of 3. Le'Veon Moss, 2 of 5. Grant Gray, 1 of 1. And triple auto, Diabell, Brady Schmiegel, and Will Griffin, 2 of 25. That, along with all the other multis, will be going to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that. If you have any of those guys that pop up. Evans Svoboda out of 149. Chris Henry Jr. out of 149. Austin Simmons, 3 of 3. Dylan Jones, 7 of 8. Rashad Amos, 2 of 5. Maverick McIver, 7 of 7. Great name. And Jaden Daniels, chalk it up, 3 of 10. Great looking card. Box number 3. Dallin Hayden out of 149. Achilles Smith Jr. out of 149. Will Griffin, 4/5. Joe Montana, 8/10. Phil Mappo, 1/1. Draft bound. Dylan Sampson, 3/15. And Brady Hart, 6/8. Box number 4. George McIntyre, 1/5. Dylan Jones out of 149. Noah Fafita, 2/4. Graham Mertz, 2/5. Ethan Hampton, 1/5. James Simon, 4/4. And Matthew Golden, 4/5. Eddie George out of 149. Joe Burrow out of 149. Jerome Miles, 6/7. Devin Carter, 10/10. Caden Robinson, 3/15. Kendrick Law, 1/1. And Dylan Gabriel, 1/1. Box number 6, halfway point. Marcus Harris out of 49. Brady Edmonds out of 149. Max Brosmer, 1/3. TJ Moore, 10/10. Noah Rogers, 3/12. Marcel Reed, 6/8. And Ryan Puglisi, Nate Frazier, 1/1. Dual auto. That'll be going to random.org at the end of the break. Box number 7. Julian Edelman, Dylan Gabriel out of 149. Blake Shapen, 1/10. Luke Cromanoke, 1/8. Robert Lewis, 1/10. Tyrone Tracy Jr., 8/15. And Avery Johnson, 5 of 8. Box number 8. DeQuan Finn out of 149. Ryder Lyons out of 149. Lewis Bond, 1 of 1. Jabari Brady, 4 of 15. Elijah Olkey, 1 of 12. Celeste Moa, 4 of 15. And Diego Pavia, 7 of 10. Jim McMahon, 2 of 49. Michael Hawkins Jr. out of 149. Trevor Jackson, 7 of 8. Jaden Blue, 6 of 12. Nico Martial, 1 of 12. Jadarian Price, 7 of 15. And Neiman Lawrence, 2 of 8. Box number 10. Jalen Daniels out of 49. Jalen Henderson out of 149. Braylon Russell, 3 of 5. Urian Dickey, 1 of 1. Andrew Replaya, 2 of 4. Jalen Lucas, 6 of 15. And DJ Lagway, 3 of 8. Roman Wilson, printing play 1 of 1. Peyton Thorne, out of 149. TJ Lateef, 5 of 15. Jabari Mack, 5 of 15. Kyron Jones, 5 of 15. Byron Brown, 2 of 4. And Sam Levitt, 1 of 7. Final box of the break, box number 12. Good luck, everybody. KC Conception, Cade Klubnik, both out of 149. Jalen Daniels, 5 of 5. Ryan Montgomery, 8 of 10. Jeremiah McClellan, 11 of 12. Brady Cook, 6 of 8. And final card of the break, Chris Henry Jr., 7 of 10. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going here in just a second. Then we'll take care of the randoms. Surprisingly have only 2 today. Normally it's around 4 to 5. If you are in 2024 Leaf Vivid Baseball, that is coming up in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go after we take care of the randoms. For the hits, Grant Gray, Le'Veon Moss, Kyle Monangi, Jackson Arnold, Edgerrin James, Rob Gronkowski, Jaden Daniels, Maverick McIver, Rashad Amos, Dylan Jones, Austin Simmons, Evan Sabota, Chris Henry Jr., Brady Hart, Dylan Sampson, Phil Maffa, Joe Montana, Will Griffin, Achilles Smith Jr., Dallin Hayden, Matthew Golden, James Simon, Ethan Hampton, Graham Mertz, Noah Fafita, Dylan Jones, George McIntyre, Dylan Gabriel, Kendrick Law, Caden Robinson, Devin Carter, Jerome Miles, Joe Burrow, Eddie George, Marcel Reed, Noah Rogers, TJ Moore, Diego Pavia, Celeste Moa, Elijah Olkey, Jabari Brady, Lewis Bond, Ryder Lyons, Daquan Finn, Neiman Lawrence, Darian Price, Nico Martial, Jaden Blue, Trevor Jackson, Max Brosmer, Brady Edmonds, Marcus Harris, Avery Johnson, Tyron Tracy Jr., Robert Lewis, Luke Cromanel, Blake Shapen, Dylan Gabriel, Julian Edelman, Michael Hawkins Jr., Jim McMahon, Jalen Daniels, Jalen Henderson, Braylon Russell, Jerian Dickey, Andrew Raplaya, Jalen Lucas, DJ Lagway, Sam Levitt, Byron Brown, Kyron Jones, Jabari Mack, TJ Lateef, Peyton Thorne, Roman Wilson, Chris Henry Jr., Brady Cook, Jeremiah McClellan, Ryan Montgomery, Jalen Daniels, Cade Klubnik, KC Conception. And going to random.org here in just a second. Ryan Puglisi and Nate Frazier, 1 of 1. And Dia Bell, Brady Schmiegel, Will Griffin, 2 of 25. All right, that is it for football. We are on to 2024 Leaf Vivid Baseball here in a few minutes. We've got more Metal and Pro Set Metal on the horizon, though, so look forward to having y'all back in here for that. We've also got some Leaf Independence Day multi-sport that's going on around the 4th of July, so look forward to having y'all in as well. We will be here for that. No off days for us. So look forward to having y'all back in. We also have some of the Breakers Delight versions of Pro Set. I'm trying to think, it's called Super Box, so that's just 8 autos straight up. That's also live and going on around the 1st. I think it's on the 2nd and 3rd, maybe. We're running a couple cases of those, so look forward to having you in. And we're going to head to random.org now for these 2 bad boys. Get you guys back here in a second. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Could be 3 or high to be valid for us. We're going to go 9 times on each random. Starting with the dual auto of Ryan Puglisi and Nate Frazier. That is 8 times. Final roll. Nate Frazier coming out on top. Congratulations on that. And for the triple auto of Bia Bell, Brady Schmiegel, and Will Griffin. That is 8 times. Final roll. Will Griffin taking it home. Congratulations. All right, that is it for football. We are on to 2024 Leaf Vivid Baseball here in just a second. Gonna get that set up and good to go. Catch you guys back here momentarily. All right, welcome in everybody to the BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got 1 case of 2024 Leaf Vivid Baseball to get into. Before we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks. And let you know we go live to be live. Also, you mentioned no purchase necessary. Link down in the description. All right, box number 1. Good luck, everybody. George Lombard Jr., 2/2. Walker Yanak, 7/7. AJ Gracia, 1/4. Ethan Anderson, 6/10. Chase Mobley, 1/10. 1/1. Mike Sirota. And Leo DeVries, 1 of 7. Box number 2. Roman Anthony, 3 of 4. Jordan Lawler, 5 of 6. Cam Caminiti, 1 of 5. Printing plate, 1 of 1 for Dean Moss. Landon Rupp, 6 of 7. Blake Burke, 5 of 5. And Mike Schmidt, illustrations, 4 of 10. Ryan Sandberg, 2 of 10. Jackson Churio, 9 of 10. PJ Marlandell, 4 of 8. Dylan Dreiling, 4 of 8. Glowing Review, Jacob Melton, 8 of 10. Spencer Jones, 5 of 8. And Dylan Cruz, 9 of 10. Trey Phelps, 4 of 9. Brady House, 2 of 2. Nick Kurtz, 1 of 9. Carter Holton, 7 of 9. Wyatt Sanford, 6 of 10. Will Gasparino, 3 of 8. And Christian Campbell, 6 of 10. Box number 5. Halfway point. Thatcher Hurd, 2 of 8. Chase Burns, 5 of 8. Vaheva Aloy, 1 of 2. Tyler Bremner, 3 of 6. Jordan Beck, 7 of 8. Kobe Mayo, 3 of 8. And triple auto, Travis Bazzana, Braylon Dowdy, and Jacob Cozart, 7 of 7. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that. If you have either of those 3 guys. Luke Dickerson, 9 of 10. Ethan Salas, 1 of 4. Bernie Williams, Imagination, 8 of 10. Seaver King, 3 of 10. Colt Emerson, Pop Art, 8 of 10. Devin Taylor, 4 of 5. And Sebastian Walcott, 3 of 8. Here's his Made, 1 of 4. Mike Schmidt, 7 of 10. Keter Montero, 4 of 8. Eduardo Tate, 3 of 6. Trent Carraway, 10 of 10. Carson Benj, 3 of 6. And dual autos, Susan Sarandon and Tim Robbins, 8 of 10. Box break. Hagen Smith, 1 of 5. Quentin Young, 2 of 3. Miguel Blaze, 3 of 9. Caleb Lomavita, 2 of 7. Griffin Burkholder, 5 of 6. Jalen Flores, 6 of 6. And dual autos, Cito Gaston and Joe Carter, 3 of 9. Rough patch is over. That's what we like to hear. Box number 9. We've got a hot box. 1 of 1. Ricky Henderson, Nolan Souza, Dylan Cumming, PJ Morlando, Caden Dana, Kobe Mayo, and dual auto of Kevin McGonigal and Bryce Rayner. Boom. The replacement case should be here sometime later today. So that break is still on for 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. Final box to break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Adolfo Sanchez, 1 of 6. Don Mattingly, 2 of 5. Liam Peterson, 3 of 6. Braylon Payne, 9 of 9. Caleb Bonemer, 2 of 3. Treya Savage, 4 of 7. And Samuel Basallo to close us out, 2 of 10. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going here in just a second. We do have more cases of Vivid up and listed, as well as Stars and Stripes, NT. All kinds of fun stuff. And right around the corner is 2025 Metal Baseball. We just got updated on the release date for that. So end of July, we will be running almost a case a day, probably. All right. One of these days. I feel like we had a couple early on into like before we hit the teens for the number of cases we've done, and there's just slowed up ever since. All right. For the hits, Sebastian Walcott, Devin Taylor, Colt Emerson, Seaver King, Bernie Williams, Ethan Salas, Luke Dickerson, Carson Bench, Trent Carraway, Eduardo Tate, Keter Montero, Mike Schmidt, Jesus Made, Jalen Flores, Griffin Burkholder, Caleb Lomavita, Miguel Blaze, Quentin Young, Hagen Smith, Kobe Mayo, Caden Dana, PJ Morlando, Dylan Cumming, Nolan Souza, Ricky Henderson, Samuel Basallo, Treya Savage, Caleb Bonemer, Braylon Payne, Liam Peterson, Don Mattingly, Adolfo Sanchez, Leo DeVries, Mike Sirota, Chase Mobley, Ethan Anderson, AJ Gracia, Walker Yanek, George Lombard Jr., Mike Schmidt, Landon Rupp, Blake Burke, printing play 1 of 1 for Dean Moss, Cam Caminiti, Jordan Lawler, Roman Anthony, Dylan Cruz, Spencer Jones, Jacob Melton, Dylan Dreiling, PJ Morlando, Jackson Churio, Ryan Sandberg, Christian Campbell, Will Gasparino, Wyatt Sanford, Carter Holden, Nick Kurtz, Brady House, Trey Phelps, Kobe Mayo, Jordan Beck, Tyler Bremner, Faheva Aloy, Chase Burns, and Thatcher Hurd. And going to random.org, we got 4 of them. Cito Gaston, Joe Carter, Tim Robbins, Susan Sarandon, Kevin McGonigal, and Bryce Rayner. And triple auto for Travis Bazzana, Braylon Dowdy, and Jacob Kozar. All right. That will do it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for spending part of your Thursday here with us. Really appreciate it. Look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon for plenty more baseball action. We're going to head to random.org and get these guys knocked out real quick. We'll catch you back here in a few seconds. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be 3 or higher to be valid for us. And we're going to go 6 times on each random, starting off with Cito Gaston and Joe Carter. That is 5 times. Final roll. Cito Gaston coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up is Tim Robbins and Susan Sarandon. That is 5 times. Final roll. Susan Sarandon staying on top. Congratulations. Next up will be the 1 of 1, Kevin McGonigal and Bryce Rayner. That is 5 times. Final roll. Bryce Rayner coming out on top. And finally, triple auto. Travis Bazzana, Braylon Dowdy, and Jacob Cozart. That is 5 times. Final roll. Braylon Dowdy taking it home. Congratulations. All right, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. Really appreciate it. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. We look forward to having you guys back here sometime soon. And have a great lead into your weekend, guys. Catch you in the next one.